That's like background music for Mike BlueHair when he's in the streets recording the police. And guess what? I've kept Mike on. You like that? You like that little intro music, Mike? I've kept you on because I want to keep you.
Yeah, man. Love it.
Hey, all right. So Mike, listen, I wanted to keep you on. We're going to have a discussion here. We're going to segue from, of course, I wanted to make sure that everybody can stay in contact with you. I kind of took it for granted, but I want to get it documented, recorded. People are going to listen back to this episode, and I want them to know how to get in touch with you. Give out any websites that you recommend that they go see your work, or any websites that you want to promote awareness.
Hi, I'm Mike BlueHair, and this is my radio voice. Contact Mike BlueHair. No, actually, so if you want to contact me, it's easiest to contact me through my YouTube channel. Just go to, messages. You can message me through there. That's Mike BlueHair on YouTube. That's the best way to contact me. Or if you're on Steemit, that's a social network platform that I'm on. Google Steemit, STEEMIT, at MikeBlueHair42.com, and you can contact me through there. And I'm more than willing to help people start other chapters of Film the Police, or FTP chapters around the country. So far, we have 3. We have three organizations that go out and listen to police scanners and police the police with cameras, and I'll walk you through the process of starting your own chapter of FTP in your city, and I'll help you out with my decently sized social networks and editing, and I'm going to eventually turn what I do into a PowerPoint presentation so I can teach cop watching in a curriculum, so look out for that coming up in the next year.
Oh, that is great.
I'm very excited about that.
That's great, because guess what? And this is how we're going to we're going to segue, because in this hour, okay. As a matter of fact, I would say this. Let's do this. We're gonna take if we have to, at the 40-minute mark, we'll take one last break here. This is how we're going to operate going forward. Our main focus right now is we're going to get away from the standard radio production format. We're going to get to the task of doing our work in building a social media broadcasting platform, and from that, okay, we're going to bring awareness to people all over the country to start becoming citizen journalists, okay? Because just like you said, everybody has a camera in their pocket, and I want to build a team, and we have some volunteers right now that want to help build this thing. Right now, we know that the mainstream media is lying to us. We know what's going on in the streets with respect to when civil unrest occurs, okay? We still have people that have a right to express themselves, of course. Maybe they're upset. They're in the streets of Portland. They're in the streets of Baltimore. They're in the streets of Phoenix. It doesn't matter. And we need to protect our right to get out there and peacefully assemble, to express ourselves when we're upset. There's every reason for us to be upset with the establishment politics in Washington, D.C., with the establishment politics in the city of Portland. Every single city in this country, we have a reason to get out and express ourselves against the establishment. Okay, we need to document, we need to report the truth, and we need to bypass what's going on right now, even on the internet. Mike, can you tell us what you've seen as far as censorship of your truth that you're trying to put out there? Have you been censored in any way, shape, or form? Have you been demonetized? What kind of censorship are you seeing?
Right now, YouTube had something a few months back called the YouTube ad apocalypse, and basically they're Google's algorithm that allows people to run commercials on their YouTube videos allowed corporate ads to run beside videos produced by ISIS of beheadings and racist people and all kinds of fun stuff. There was an article published about it in the Wall Street Journal, and all of a sudden more than 200 of the world's largest corporations dumped their advertising dollars out of Google and YouTube, and YouTube's way of capitulating to bring their advertisers back was to tighten up their algorithms and make it harder for smaller independent media outlets to have monetized works. I have 1,800 videos on my YouTube channel that took me 6 years to produce. over 800 of them were mass demonetized recently. I'm a full-time journalist / activist. My primary source of income comes from my YouTube channel, and it's devastating. So so YouTube effed up, Google effed up, and allowed ads to run beside ISIS videos, and Al Qaeda stuff, beheadings, and then pictures of them machine gunning homosexuals and people in pits and stuff. But that's their mistake. In a free market, there'd be some sort of consequence that Google would have to pay. But since they have a monopoly on pretty much everything, I mean, YouTube is where people go to get news pretty much on the interweb.
They do.
If they're smart. So
do.
that's how I'm being censored economically.
Now, listen, I want you to interject. And Deb knows where I'm gonna take us. But Mike, I want you to. You're not just a guest on the show. In this segment, okay, I'm going to be describing some things that I think are important that we need to do. We're going to make adjustments with our show.
Yes, sir.
We're doing a couple things. Just jump in wherever you feel that you want to interject on a good point. Okay. I'm going to tell our listening audience.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All I want to interject right now, you're talking about how people should become independent journalists. Okay, the reason why I'm an anarchist is because the social contract with the people, which is the Constitution, has been so amended and so destroyed that it doesn't really exist anymore. That's why I'm an anarchist, But there's a reason why freedom of the press and freedom of expression is enshrined in the very First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. It's because the founders had a legitimate understanding that government is centralization of power, and the only way for that power to be kept in check is for the people to make it incumbent upon themselves to participate in the fourth branch of government, which is the media. So that's why it's so very important. If you look at what Jefferson talked about, if you look at what Madison talked about, if you look at the Federalist, Anti-Federalist papers and look at the arguments between all these brilliant men, you will see that journalism is tantamount to a free society, and that's why what you're talking about doing is very important.
Wow. And you know what? That bear on your head, I would have never known that you were a constitutionalist. He's a constitutionalist.
He is.
I'm an anarchist that understands the Constitution.
Yeah,
it's kind of rare.
I say constitutionalist. I didn't mean that in a derogatory sense, actually.